Hello, Internet. I go through a lot of crypto content and at some point it just starts blending together. Half of it reads like a technical manual nobody asked for, and the other half is pretty clearly someone getting paid to say nice things about a project. Both are a waste of time. What's been on my radar lately though is something a bit different. The idea that fees or gas coming out of a wallet on every single on-chain transaction aren't necessarily just gone. Like every swap, every transfer, that costs gas. And turns out some of that is actually recoverable. I've been going deep on DeFi protocols for a few years now, and after enough time doing that, spotting something that's actually built properly versus something that just looks the part becomes pretty second nature. So today I'll walk through a project I've been running for a good while, and I'll also get into what I pay attention to when figuring out whether something is worth the time. And I always want to get into the actual product before talking about anything theoretical, because the way something is built is always more honest than whatever the project says about itself. Okay, so first I connect my wallet I use day to day. That's where all the transaction history lives. There are a few different ways to connect here, which is actually a good early sign, going with whatever fits my workflow. Okay, and connected, no issues. Address is sitting right there on the dashboard. So now I need to pick chains to scan. So just going through and selecting the networks I've been running transactions on, and then I tap scan. Now the system starts working through all of that. Okay, scan just finished. Platform is laying out the full breakdown of total gas that's left the wallet over time and the exact amount that can actually be claimed back. Hitting view results. And now I need to choose which chain to claim from, or I can just grab all networks at once, which is what I'm going with here. Then I pick the destination network where I want the tokens to end up and tap confirm. And from here, the protocol processes my request through on-chain, just needs a few minutes. So while I wait for my balance update, let me get into how the system works. And I'll keep it as plain as possible because the concept really isn't that hard. It just usually gets buried in unnecessary terminology. So basically, protocol has deals in place with trading platforms that live entirely on the blockchain. No company in the middle, no centralized server, just code running on chain handling everything. Every time a trade goes through one of those platforms, a small slice of that gets routed into a rebate pool. And that pool also pulls in a portion of what validators quietly pocket just by deciding which transactions get processed ahead of others inside a block. That's value that normally just disappears into the network and never makes its way back. And then sitting on top of all that is a dedicated reserve specifically for historical gas recovery, which is the part that was just kicked off a minute ago. And those three things together is what actually backs the rebates. And look, I've had this running for a while now, put it through different conditions, checked how it behaves, and nothing came back weird. It's a focused mechanism. It's not trying to do 15 things at once. It solves one problem and does it in a way that actually makes sense when traced through. The architecture is laid out cleanly, the logic holds up end to end, and nothing in the way it's structured gave me any pause. No strange behavior, no moments where something felt off, and the longer I've had it running, the more consistent it's been. So that's where things stand after actually putting the time in. Thank you for watching.